And here comes, well, that's a tall lineup for the Lady T-Birds. And here come the Lady Bison. They dim the lights here at South High School. Something we usually see for basketball. They do it here now. It's going to look a little grainy till they come back on here. Callie Stewart being introduced. Mason Toll being introduced. Tell you what, that lady right there is a freshman. So awesome to see that the volleyball team gets the same treatments that the other indoor winter sports get. Getting the lights dimmed out, senior night, getting the rockin' music in the background. Sorry it's so fuzzy right now. It'll clear up once they get the lights back on. Sabrina Romero being introduced now. Danny Noble being introduced. She's going to have a big night for the Lady Bison to be able to compete with the number 2 ranked team in the state. The last player, Shea Turner, being introduced. As their lights are getting ready to come back on. And we're about to get this show on the road here at South High School. And there's the lights. Customary handshakes between the teams. Thank you once again for joining us on 1112 BISN on the video or the audio broadcast here. South Senior Night here, Lady Bison Volleyball. Both teams wrapping up conference play tonight. Like I said, the Lady Thunderbirds already clinching the number 1 seed in the 4A East and the automatic state berth that comes with that. The Lady Bison are going to have to take the long route. They're sitting at 1-8, looking to get another win, hopefully get a better seeding in the 4A East regionals, which will be held in Sheridan next week. Sorry for the little bit of blur. We got a guy standing with the cowboy hat down at the base there, and it's focusing in on him more than anything else. Lady T-Birds should serve first. It's going to be number 11, Lauren Hastings, in back for the Lady Thunderbirds. And she's got the ball, and we're about to get the first set underway here at Cheyenne South High School. I want to give a shout out to my partner in crime, Steve McDonald, who's at home watching the Denver Broncos play right now. Whatever you do, don't tell me what's happening. I'm recording it. DVR, baby. And here we go. First serve, played by Ariana Santos. Danny Noble goes hard, but it goes long. Error on Noble. First point goes to East. East leading 1-0. Hastings back to serve once again. Played by Santos. Ramirez, sorry. Ariana Ramirez, I apologize about that. Point South, serve South. The score's tied 1-1. First set action. It's going to be Sabrina Romero going back to serve as Shea Turner checks in. Romero with the serve. It's going to be played by number 12 there. That is Sydney Montoya. Set. Shea Turner with the spill. Oh, it goes into the net. Shea Turner tried to get it up there. It actually went right into the net. As now the point and serve goes back to East. And that's going to be number 12, the defensive specialist, giving the ball to number 2, Tasha Hines, 5'8" sophomore. Back to serve for East. She serves it. And that's played by Noble. Carly Noble, by the way. Sabrina Romero double taps. That's going to be point East. They build a 3-1 lead. On the floor for the Lady Bison is Stewart, Romero, both Nobles, Ariana Ramirez, and Shea Turner as Carly plays that to Sabrina. Sets it up for Carly in the back. Nice little tip. It's going to be played by East. Oh, and that's going to go out of bounds. Ooh, I thought it went off one of our hands. Well, I won't argue with that one. Number 22, Sierra Stellan, just put it down too far. And now Brittany Hinker in to serve for the Lady Bison. She checks in for Callie Stewart. Hinker with the serve. Played by East. Set. Oh, and it's almost blocked. Danny Noble had a nice tip on that. And unfortunately falls on the other side of the net, and that's going to be point East. East leading early in the first set, 4-2 on the SCCDA scoreboard. And that is number 8, Whitney Cayley back to serve. Ramirez plays it for South, over to Danny. Danny just gets it over. Here's the set. Spike. Oh, nice block, but it's played out of bounds now. Danny Noble goes up for the block. Her and Shea Turner both. And that's going to be point South. South trailing early in the first set, 3-4. Danny Noble back to serve for the Lady Bison. She serves it. Played by Grants. And that's going to be an error, service error on Grants. Point South. Danny Noble back to serve again. The one thing they're going to have to do if they want to stay in this match, they're going to have to get consecutive points. There's the serve. Set. Grants with the kill attempt. Nice dig by Danny. Oh, that's going to go out of bounds, but East plays it. Grants with another spike attempt, and it's blocked by Callie's. Oh, that's Mason Toll. Fortunately, she doesn't get enough of it, and it falls on our side of the net. Serve goes back to East, 5-4 on the SCCDA scoreboard. And that is number 12, Sydney Montoya, the 5'3" sophomore, back to serve. Played by Danny to Romero, who sets it for Shea Turner. Shea Turner just plays it to get over the net. Offensive attack, East. Grants with the spike attempt. Ramirez misplays it. And that's going to go out of bounds. Point East. 6-4 lead now for the Lady Thunderbirds over our Lady Bison. Ramirez serves it. Played by Danny. Getting the camera right, sorry. Grants with the big spike attempt. It's dug out. Romero with a nice little play. East back on the offensive attack. And that's going to be point South. They got to continue playing like this. They're playing pretty solid right now. They're only down 6-5. As now, right now, Jenica Price checking in. She's 5'5" freshman. She's going to serve for the Lady Bison. She serves it. Played by East. Set. Ooh, oh, that's a nice kill right there. Number 11, Lauren Hastings, went up and got it. Unable to match that now as Cosette Stellern checks in. 6-foot sophomore. East with the serve. That's number 32 back to serve. Kayla Higgins. She serves it. It's going to be played by Ramirez. Over to Danny Noble. Noble up to Carly. Carly just tips it over. Keep the ball in play. Offensive attack now is on East. Grants with the spike attempt. Nice play by Price. Over to Romero. Romero sets it for Danny. Danny from mid-court just puts it down, and it's played by East. And here comes Stellern with the nice fake. Noble gets it back in play. Deep corner. Attack now. Grants with the spike attempt. That's going to be, yep, they're saying inbound. That looked inbound to me, too. I hate to say it. 8-5 lead for the Lady Thunderbirds now as they get the serve back. Going back to serve for the Lady Thunderbirds, number 32, Kayla Higgins. 5'7" senior. There's the serve. Played by Price, straight into the net. Romero tries to play it, unable to. And that's going to be a point East, leading 9-5 early in this first set. It's a little blurry right now. It's because of all the lights in here. This camera's not used to that, so we got a new camera we're trying out here. Serve. And that's going to be out of bounds. Service error on East. Lady Thunderbirds take over. Tara Raybuck checking in for the Lady Bison, as well as Callie Stewart. And Raybuck's going to actually go back to serve. They're saying no substitution there, so Hinker's got to stay in. It's Tara Raybuck, 5'3" senior, back to serve. She serves it. It's played by East. Here comes the attack. Stellern with the kill attempt. She gets the kill. Goes up Stellern, 6-foot sophomore. Sorry if I'm destroying your name. I know it's Stellern, but I keep saying Stellern. I apologize about that. Number 4, Lindsey Grants, 5'9" junior, back to serve for the Lady Thunderbirds now. Just going to keep it on the center court view rather than panning over for the serve. There's the serve played by Ramirez. Romero sets it for Carly. Carly with the kill attempt, and it's going to be saved. Here comes the attack now by East, and that's going to be saved by Price from South. Romero has to hustle over to get the ball over to Danny. Unable to get the ball over the net. 10-6 lead on the SCCDA scoreboard for the Lady Thunderbirds. That's going to be number 4 back to serve once again, Grants. She's serving far side. Serves it. Jenica Price misplays it. Service error on South. Another ace for the Lady Thunderbirds as they build a 6-point lead. 12-6 in the first set on the SCCDA scoreboard. Grants with the serve. Serves it. Played by Price again. Straight into the court. 2 straight service errors on Price, and she's going to get checked out. And Shea Turner is going to check in now, 5'11 senior. South trails 13-6 in the first set. Grants with the serve. Ramirez plays it. East with the ball. Set. Spike attempt. That's number 8. Number 8, Whitney Cayley, 5'9 junior, got up and put it down. 14-6 lead now in the first set on the SCCDA score. Once again, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us and watching this game or watching this match or listening to the match. Miscommunication error. South now trailing 15-6 in the first set. Nice play. Romero sets it for Callie Stewart, who gets her shot blocked. That's actually going to be blocked by number 11, Lauren Hastings, by the Lady Thunderbirds, and that is going to force a timeout by Coach McKinney. We're going to take one with him here on 11-12 BISN. Your Lady Bison trailing in the first set, 16-6. We'll be back here in a second, 11-12 BISN, your Bison Network.
What do high school students, student athletes, police, fire, and military personnel all have in common? They often have a need to have patches and other items sewn on the letter jackets, jerseys, sports officials' clothing, and uniforms. That's why you need to see a Stitch in Life here in Cheyenne. They are the high-quality, low-price experts for all your patch attachments, sewing, and embroidery needs. Shannon and her staff specialize in sewing and embroidery and will give you fast, quality service for a low price. So if you've earned that academic or athletic letter in high school, proudly serve as a policeman, fireman, or military member, then call us Stitch in Life at 307-426-5009. Once again, that's 307-426-5009, or visit them at 1024 East Pershing Boulevard for all your sewing, tailoring, and embroidery needs. And make sure to tell them 1112 BISN sent.
Back here live as East serves it, played by Ramirez. Over to Romero. Romero to Danny Noble. Danny Noble goes up tall, a nice little tap over. And now here's East on the attack. And number 8, Whitney Cayley puts it right into the net on her side of the court. We're just going to keep it on this view. We're able to keep it in focus pretty good right here. So back to serve now is Carly Noble, number 6. We'll keep it here so we don't go out of focus. Noble serves it, and it's played by the defensive specialist for East. Here comes the set. Spike attempt, saved by Shea Turner. Over to Romero. Romero serves it up for Danny, who gets it blocked. Romero again puts it up, and Danny just tips it over, but it's saved by East. Here comes Stellern with the tip over, and nobody there for the Lady Bison as we go down 17-7. Nice volley there, but Cosette Stellern just put it over. 6 foot. She's a 6-foot sophomore for the Lady Thunderbirds. Number 11 serving once again, 5'9 senior Lauren Hastings. She's serving from our left. That's going to be played by Ramirez right off of her hand. Once again, another error on the Lady Bison. Just so you know, the defensive specialist, new term came out in the mid-90s called the libero. We'll call her the defensive specialist. As number 11, Lauren Hastings serves once again. Shea Turner plays the serve. Here's the set by Romero over to Callie Stewart. Callie Stewart puts it over, played by East. On the attack is East set. Kill attempt, and it's going to be blocked by Danny Noble, but it falls on our side as Cosette Stellern gets the point for the Lady Thunderbirds. South trailing in the first set, 19-7. Serve East, played by Ramirez. Over to Romero now. Romero back to Danny Noble. Danny Noble with the spike attempt. Nice dig there. And it's back to East. Ramirez now back to Romero. Romero back to Danny Noble. He puts it down, and there's nobody there this time as Danny Noble gets her first kill of the game. South trailing 19-8 in the first set here. As don't know what's going on here. Looks like there was a substitution. Nope, they're saying that was point That point went to East. So East is leading now 20-7. We thought that was point South. Shea Turner plays it over to Romero. Romero back to Callie Stewart who puts it over. That's going to be played by East. East on the offensive attack. Here comes the kill attempt. Nice block by Danny. East still on the attack now. Cosette Stiller and puts it down. Stellar, and she's got to have like 4 kills just in this first set alone. Ups that lead 21-7 on the SCCDA scoreboard. That's number 11, Hastings, back to serve, and she serves it again to Ramirez. Ramirez misplays the serve. Danny Noble's going to have to keep it over just to get it over just to keep it in play. East on the attack. Stellar with the kill attempt. That's going to go out of bounds. Nobody touched it, though. East thought somebody touched it. Nobody did, and that stops the bleeding there. South trailing 21-8. Romero with the serve for the Lady Bison. Callie Stewart misplays that. Another error on South. These 1 and outs on these services, on the service, just aren't going to do it for us. Number 2, Tasha Hines checking in, 5'8" sophomore. She serves. That's going to go way out of bounds. South Lady Bison now trailing 22-9 as they're going to have to string together some points here to get this first set back into a competitive nature here as they're down by 13. Brittany Hinker checks in. She's going to serve. She serves it from the right, and it's going to be played by the Lady T-Birds on the attack. Ooh, Mason Toll with a nice block and save there. Romero gets the ball over. That's going to be played by East. Here comes the attack again. Ooh, and there's nobody there as number 8, Whitney Cayley, put it down. She was set up nice by number 32 there. 23-9 deficit for your Lady Bison in the first set. As back to serve now for the Lady T-Birds is Whitney Cayley, 5'9" junior. She serves it up, and it's going to be played by Ramirez over to Danny Noble. Danny sets it up for sister Carly. Carly puts it over into the East bench, unfortunately, and it's going to be set point. Lady Thunderbirds, 24-9 on the SCCDA scoreboard. Here's the serve, played by Carly. Romero with the set, tried to set it, misplayed. Lady Bison fall in the first set, 25-9. We're going to take a quick timeout and come back here live on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Wyoming. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Hoarders on the A&E Network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. With 555 storage units ranging from 5x10 to 12x42, they'll have the right size unit that fits your needs. American Storage also has warehouse units with heat, phone, and power. No need to worry about the security of your belongings because American Storage is equipped with 24-hour video surveillance and a computer-controlled entry system to ensure the safety and security of you and your property. So before the clutter pushes you out of your house, call American Storage at 307-635-9335 or go see them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them 1112 BISN sent you. Tired of paying rent? Tired of living in a house where a landlord tells you what is or what is not allowed in the home? Then visit Misty Woods from Number One Properties at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com and begin your journey to owning your own home. Search through all of the homes that Misty has listed on her website. Then schedule a meeting with Misty and let her get to work for you. Misty will help you find the home that meets your needs, and the best part is she will walk you through each and every step of your purchase and truly guide you through the entire process until you sign your name on the dotted line. Your path to owning your own home is only a click away at mistywoods.com. Have a package that you need shipped somewhere? Then visit American Storage and Postal. Not only will they custom pack your shipment, but they will also ship the package for you using UPS, FedEx, and USPS. But their service doesn't stop there. At American Storage and Postal, you can also rent mailboxes for personal or business use. They also
Back here live, Cheyenne South High School. Your Lady Bison dropped that first set to the Lady T-Birds, 25-9. Cosette Stellern had a monster game in that first set. See if the Lady Bison have an answer for him. Once again, we're just going to keep it at this shot here so we can try to keep it in focus as best we can for you. And here's the first serve of the match. That's Carly Noble with a service error. And that's going to go to the Lady T-Birds now as they lead 1-0. Number 22 checking back in, and that is going to be Sierra Stellern. And back to serve was number 11 as here's East South on the offensive attack. Noble with a nice little tip over, but it's going to be point South. That's a nice, I'll tell you what, she faked this out. I thought she was going to go up for the kill. She just tips it right over. Shea Turner checking in now for Jenica Price. Back to serve for the Lady Bison. Sabrina Romero, as we are now on the left-hand side of your screen. Romero serves it. It's going to be played by East. Here comes the set. Kill attempt, and that's going to be a kill. Number 8, Whitney Cayley puts it down. Lady Bison just don't have an answer right now for that. 2-1, Lady Thunderbirds. Number 2, Tasha Hines going back to serve for the Lady T-Birds. She's on the right-hand side of your screen, just outside of your picture. As we're keeping it here just to keep it in focus for you guys. Carly with the set plays, and she sets it over to Danny. Danny with a nice kill attempt. She puts it down. That's a second kill for Danny. 2-2. Brittany Hinker checking in for number 2. Callie Stewart, as Hinker is going to go back to serve. She's on the left-hand side of your screen, just out of the picture. You'll see the ball come into play. She serves it, and that's going to be played by, Danny Noble with a quick put over. Tell you what, man, number 12, Sydney Montoya had a great play on that serve, and Danny Noble just put it right back down. Back-to-back points for Noble now, and the Lady Bison, they lead 3-2. Their first lead of this whole match. And there's Stellern with the kill attempt, played by South. Danny Noble with a nice little quick tip over, but it's going to be played by South. Noble with a nice little tip over again. That's going to be 4-2 lead for the Lady Bison. Leading 4-2 early in the second set. Danny Noble getting 3 of the 4 points for the Lady Bison. Hinker back to serve again, played by East. Here comes the set. Kill attempt, out of bounds, almost took Coach McKinney out. Lady Bison lead 5-2 now. This is what they got to do to keep the ball rolling. To be able to hang with the number 2 team in the state, you got to be able to string together consecutive points. Serve right into the net. Service error South. Point and serve back to East. Lady Bison still leading 5-3 on the SCCDA scoreboard. Here comes the serve. East with the serve. Carly should have let that go. She played it instead. Shea Turner plays it. Almost saves it. Danny Noble, I think that's more in self-defense. Played it over, but well out of bounds. 5-4. Lady Bison lead still. Serve. East. That's Kaylee back to serve. She serves it. Played by Noble. Misplayed by Carly Noble. And that's going to be error South. And this set is tied. Lady Thunderbirds beat Our Lady Bison in the first set, 25-9 on a big set by Cosette Stellern. Here comes the serve, played by Ramirez, over to Carly. Carly sets it for sister Danny. Danny plays it over just to keep it in play now. East on the attack. And here comes a kill attempt by Stellern, and that is going to be out of bounds. Point South. Danny Noble back to serve. She's going to be on the left, just outside of the picture, as she gets the okay to serve, and she does. Here comes the serve, right straight into the net. Service error South. Scores tied once again, 6-6 as the libero. Sydney Montoya is back to serve now, 5'3" sophomore for the Lady Thunderbirds. Here comes the serve. She serves it, played by Danny, over to Ramirez, who sets it up for Carly. Carly's going to have to play it over to keep it in play. Montoya for East sets it up. Here comes a kill attempt by Grants. Grants, that's a dirty one there. She put it down. They lead now 7-6 over Our Lady Bison. And the East fans here at South, let them know they got a point. Here comes the serve, played by Danny. Danny over to Romero. Romero to Carly. Carly just tips it over into the empty spot of the zone, and we get the point and the serve back. Nice play by Carly. She went up high and just tapped it over as Jenica Price checks in for Shea Turner. Want to give a quick shout out to some of our sponsors out there. Tri-State Veterinary Clinic, Mile High Lawn and Tree Care. And there's the serve by Price. Here's the kill by Grants. Grants gets the kill. as Ariana Ramirez, our defensive specialist, unable to dig that one out. Tri-State Veterinary Clinic, SCCDA, Dairy Queen, Custom Illusions. Tell you what, you got to visit them. Thank you all for sponsoring us. Buck Holmes, Laramie County Commissioner. Danny plays the serve. Romero sets it. Ooh, almost miscommunication there as now East is on the attack. Here comes a kill attempt. Mason Toll puts it down. Number 11, Lauren Hastings jumped a little bit too early, tried to put one over, got over, but Mason Toll was right there. As she checks out now as number 4, Tara Raybuck checks in, and number 2, Callie Stewart checks in, the seniors. Raybuck back to serve for the Lady Bison. Leading, or score is tied 8-8. Here's the play. East sets it up. Grants with the kill attempt. Carly Noble almost with the block. Unable to continue the play, though, as East gets the point. Grants back to serve for the Lady Thunderbirds. This is where the wheels fell apart early in that first set. Score was close, and then they were able to string together some good points as, really aggressive off the serve of the Lady Thunderbirds. Lady Bison got to have an answer. Price plays it over to Romero. Romero to Danny. Danny puts it down, and that is a kill for Danny. And the score's tied 9-9 as Carly Noble goes back to take the serve for the Lady Bison now. Noble, that's Carly, serves it, and she goes long. Lady Bison have had 3 service errors in this set alone as they trail now 10-9, and number 11 back to serve. She serves it, played by Price, over to Romero, who sets it for Danny. Danny puts it up just a little too long, and that's going to be the largest lead of the set now, 11-9 for the Lady Thunderbirds, as number 11, Lauren Hastings, the 5'9 senior, goes back to serve. She serves it, played by Ramirez, over to Romero, who sets it, and there's a kill attempt. Oh! Yeah, we were going to get the point anyways. Danny Noble put it right into Hastings' stomach there, but we got the point anyways. South down 10-11. Romero back to serve for the Lady Bison. She serves it. Nice little soft serve. Played by Montoya. Here comes the Cosette Stellar, who's checked back in. But I tell you what, you got to know when she's in there. As now she checks out once again. She just gets a kill, and she gets rewarded by getting taken out for number 2, Tasha Hines, to serve. East leading 12-10 in the second set. Carly Noble plays the serve over to Danny. Danny just quickly tips it over. Almost catches East by surprise. Oh, nice block by Shea Turner now. Here comes the set by East. Number 8 puts it over. Carly Noble saves it. Romero sets it up, and they're going to have to keep it in play as Carly Noble goes deep and almost takes out the cheerleaders, and we're down now 13-10 on the SCCDA scoreboard. I'm glad the cheerleaders were paying attention on that one. Number 2 serves it again for the Thunderbirds. Ramirez plays it over to Romero, who sets it for Danny. Danny has to call off the Hounds, though. She just tips it over. There's the other Stellar who puts it over in play. South on the attack now. Callie Stewart almost gets it over. Danny almost saves it. South's net play hasn't been the cleanest so far, but when you're playing a team like East, it's really hard to stay clean at the net. Carly Noble misreads that serve. I'll tell you what, kind of was a knuckleball serve there. Don't blame her on that one. Lady Bison now trailing 15-10 on the SCCDA scoreboard. That's Tasha Hines back to serve. She serves it again. Carly Noble plays it just fine. Romero sets it for Danny. Danny puts it up on its block. And now here come the Lady Thunderbirds. Here comes number 8. He puts it down. She hits the empty zone. That's Whitney Cayley with the kill. Lady Bison trails 16-10. Once again, just like in the first set, we started off, we were really close, and then Lady Thunderbirds were able to string together a lot of points, and that's what they're doing right now. Carly Noble plays the serve over to Romero. Romero over to Danny, who just bumps it over to keep it in play. Here comes East on the offensive attack. Here comes Stellar with a kill attempt. That should be, that's in bounds. As that's Sierra Stellar with the kill. South trailing 17-10, and that's going to force a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with him here on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
To offer other services such as fax, copying, and notary. Give American Storage and Postal a call at 307-635-9335. That's 307-635-9335. or visit them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them that 1112 BISN sent you.
Hey, I've got a question. Why pay all that money for an expensive airbrush or paint job for custom graphics? Here's an idea. Check out Custom Illusions and put on those graphics with their hydro dipping process. Go down and see Randy Peterson. And if you got a doubt, hey, he'll let you know. Give him a call, 634-DIP. That's 634-3477, or stop by at 909 East Fox Farm Road, number 1.
Let's talk.
As we're coming out of the timeout, your South Bison trailing 17-10 to the number 2 ranked team in the state, Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds, as number 2 Tasha Hines with the serve for the Lady Thunderbirds. A lot of service errors on South. Number 2 serves it, played by Carly, over to Romero, who sets it for Danny. Oh, that's a nice fake. Callie Stewart tries to kill it, unable to get off the ground though, as she misplayed that set. And Lady Bison trailing now 18-10 on the SCCDA scoreboard. Here comes the serve, played by Ramirez, almost misplayed. Carly saves it over to Danny, who just bumps it over to keep it in play. Stellan with the play. Here comes the set for number 8. Danny Noble says, not today. Now Stellan tries to get it, and she gets it blocked back, and Danny tried to actually tip it over, and it was Stellan who actually blocked it. And so that's going to be a point East. East leading 19-10. Serve once again. Carly with the play. Romero with the set. Oversets it. Danny Noble's going to go into the net because of that. South down 20-10 on the SCCDA scoreboard. Here's the serve, played by Carly, over to Romero, who once again bumps it straight over to East. East on the attack now, Sierra Stellern. This time she gets a taste of her own medicine as Danny Noble blocks that shot by Sierra Stellern to stop the bleeding. South trailing 20-11 as Mason Toll checking in for number 4, number 4, Tara Raybuck. Callie Stewart back to serve for the Lady Bison. So weird seeing all these people as seniors, all these young individuals that we've been covering since they were freshmen. Number 8 with the kill attempt. Nice dig by Callie, but we're unable to get the ball over the net. Callie Stewart with a great dig there. As number 8, Whitney Cayley, went up strong. We were just unable to play the ball over the net now, and number 8, Whitney Cayley, is going to go back to serve, leading 21-11 on the SCCDA scoreboard. Carly misplays the serve. Shea Turner tries to save it as we almost take out the East Thunderbird cheerleaders there. South trailing 22-11 on the SCCDA scoreboard. I want to give a shout out to Buck Holmes, Laramie County Commissioner, who's one of our sponsors, Benchmark Engineering. Carly plays the serve over to Callie. Callie to Danny. Danny just bumps it over to keep it in play. Danny Noble goes up strong, but just a little too long. And we're down now 23-11 in the second set. Serve. Right into the net. Error on the Lady Thunderbirds. South gets the serve. Trailing 23-12 on the SCCDA scoreboard. It's going to be Danny Noble going back to our left. We're just outside of our picture. Noble with the serve. Played by East. Almost misplayed by East. Montoya gets it over to Grant, who tries a... How do you let that happen? Grant on the outside of the court spikes it, and we misplay it. Set point, Lady Thunderbirds, as Sierra Stellern gets checked out, and can't see who came in for her. Montoya with the serve, though. Danny Noble plays it. Carly, nice little tip over. That's going to be played by East. Here comes the kill attempt. Number 11 gets the kill. Lauren Hastings, and that's the match. They win the second. I'm sorry, not the match, the set. As the Lady Thunderbirds win 25-12 in the second set. We're going to come back after a quick timeout for third set action here at Cheyenne South High School on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
Is your home beginning to look like an episode of Hoarders on the A&E Network? Then head over to American Storage and Postal. With 555 storage units ranging from 5x10 to 12x42, they'll have the right size unit that fits your needs. American Storage also has warehouse units with heat, phone, and power. No need to worry about the security of your belongings because American Storage is equipped with 24-hour video surveillance and a computer-controlled entry system to ensure the safety and security of you and your property. So before the clutter pushes you out of your house, call American Storage at 307-635-9335 or go see them at 1903 South Greeley Highway and tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
This is number 46, Shane Dosaver from the South High Bison football team, and you are listening to the game on 1112 BISN, your Bison network.
When you sell your home, there's a lot to worry about. Is your home priced right? Is it being marketed properly? With Misty Woods from Number One Properties, not only will she make sure that your home is priced accurately based on market value, but she will also ensure all potential buyers are aware of your listing. With her personal and professional marketing of each listing, you can rest easy by leaving all the big details to her. Visit Misty at mistywoods.com. That's MISTIE woods.com to learn more about what Misty can do for you. So start taking all of that stress away from selling your home by visiting mistywoods.com or call her at 307-214-7055. Misty Woods and Number One Properties, expertise and friendly service is just a click or a phone call away.
Hello, Bison fans. This is Steve McDonald, voice of the South High Bison. Do you need a full-service real estate expert? Then visit Misty Woods from Number One Properties. Whether you are buying or selling, her expertise and understanding of the local market can make your real estate transaction a success.
Oh, it's fun watching the games that high school students play in the middle of a set changeovers as the East Thunderbird cheer team thought they'd stand up to defending the three-time defending state champions with some backflips, and we ended up doing the same thing to them. It's kind of a brave move when you're standing right underneath the championship banners there for the cheer team. East is going to serve in the third set. They took the first two sets, 25-9, 25-12 from Our Lady Bison. There's the serve. Ramirez plays it over to Sabrina Romero, who Danny Noble just quickly tips it over, but it's going to be played by East. And there's a nice little quick tip over. We got a taste of our own medicine there. Number 22, Sierra Stellar, that's going to be number 32, Kayla Higgins with the point there. East with the quick 1-0 lead in the third set. Jenica Price plays the serve over to Romero. Misplays that. Carly's going to have to keep it in play by bumping it over, and there's the set. Sierra Stellar quickly back in, and we feel her presence. 2-0. Why do they even take her out? I'll tell you what. Time she's in, she gets like points, and more points. Got to find an answer for her. Price plays the serve over to Romero. Romero over to Carly Noble. Carly plays it over. It's going to be played by East. Here comes the set. Number 8 quickly has to play it over. Carly Noble now plays it. Here's the set to Danny. Danny, nice little tip over, and she gets the point. She saw that empty zone. It wasn't even a strong kill. She just saw the empty zone and just redirected it. Down 2-1. Lady Bison trail now in the third set. Romero back to serve on the right. You'll be able to see her on the top of your screen there. Romero with the serve. That's going to be Montoya with the play. Sierra Stellar now plays it. Sorry, that's Cosette Stellar and over to Sister Sierra. And she, lack of communication there as Cosette Stellar tried to set it and Sierra tried to play it. But they got to talk. Thank gosh they didn't. And that serve's going to go out of bounds. Your Lady Bison trail 3-2 in the third set. They trail 2-0 in the match overall. Number 2, Tasha Hines back. She's the one who went on the big run for the Lady T-Birds earlier. Carly Noble almost misplays that serve. She gets the ball back over. Ooh, nice little play there by Carly. And here comes Sierra. That's going to be a net. Sierra Stellar gets the point as one of the Lady Bison running to the net trying to block that. South trailing now 4-2 on the SCCDA scoreboard. And there's the serve right into a net. Now I'm glad we got her off the serve. As Brittany Hinker is going to come back in and serve for Our Lady Bison. Mason Toll also checking in. Brittany Hinker serves. Played by Montoya. Here's the set. Sierra Stellar with the kill attempt, and she gets it. As Ramirez, the defensive specialist, checks back in for Brittany Hinker now. South trailing 5-3 in the third set, 2-0 overall in the match. Going to have to win 3 straight to be able to beat the number 2 team in the state. Now that's a net serve, and because of that, it threw Carly off. She was unable to play it. Lady Bison trail 6-3 on the SCCDA scoreboard. Number 8 back to serve. That is Whitney Cayley. Cayley with the strong serve, and that's going to be out of bounds. Error East, point and serve South. Trailing now 4-6 as Danny Noble back to serve for the Lady Bison. Danny Noble standing at 5'11". Sorry, 6 feet. Noble with a strong serve. Stellern keeps it in play now as Danny sets it over to Romero. Romero sets it up for Shea Turner. Shea Turner gets the ball blocked, and that's going to be point East. But I tell you what, the front line of the Lady Thunderbirds is impressive. You know, I'm not trying to brag on them, but they got a really impressive front line. I can see why they're the number 2 ranked team in the state. As Montoya goes back to serve, played by Danny, out of bounds. Montoya back to serve again with your Lady Bison trailing 8-4 on the SCCDA scoreboard. There's the serve played by Shea Turner over to Romero, who punches it. She really didn't have a good play there. Shea Turner had to dive to play that ball, and if she would have made the right play, if Romero could have made the right play, she would have actually probably taken a face plant because of Shea Turner having to fall and make that play on the serve. Danny Noble now plays it. Here's the set to Mason Toll. Mason Toll gets the point. Mason Toll, 5'11" freshman. She gets checked out now as Jenica Price checks in. Lady Bison trailing 9-5 on the SCCDA scoreboard. There's the serve, played by Grants. And here comes Grants with a kill attempt, and that's the point. Lindsey Grants, 5'9" junior, put it down. We're unable to block it. South trailing now 10-5 is because that's Stellan checks in for number 2, Tasha Hines. So they got a strong front line up there now as number 32 back to serve, Kayla Higgins. Higgins serves it, played by Danny, over to Romero. Romero to Mason Toll, just tips it over, but it's saved by Stellar. Here's Grants with the kill attempt. That's going to be blocked by Mason Toll, but it's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be point East. Your Lady Bison now trailing 11-5 on the SCCDA scoreboard. I want to give a shout out to Tri-State Veterinary Clinic and Capital Communications Incorporated, sponsors of 11-12 BISN. Danny Noble plays the serve over to Romero. Romero to Carly Noble. Carly Noble put it up hard, but it was blocked. And on South on the attack again. Danny Noble's. Oh my goodness. I didn't see the call, but it obviously did not go South's way as Danny Noble got the kill, but it's going to be point East. Your Lady Bison trailing 12-5. Danny plays the serve. Romero saves it. Danny Noble keeps the ball in play now. East is on the attack. That was a nice hustle there by South. Sierra Stellar, yep, Cosette Stellar. How that girl's not going to have a headache after this game, I don't know. The way she screams after each kill, I'll tell you what. It's good to have that enthusiasm, but we better have some Excedrin at home when she gets home. And here's the serve as Ramirez plays it for South. Romero back to Danny. Danny, nice kill from the backside of the court. South trailing now 13-6. Substitution as Tara Raybuck checks in for the serve. We got a small front line for the Lady Bison right now. Montoya plays it for East. Cosette Stellar gets the kill. Danny Noble unable to play that. Tell you what, she's like running at 100% on her kills right now. I wonder how she could talk the next day after a match. It's amazing. It's good to see that type of enthusiasm, though. Jenica Price gets the ball over to East. East on the attack now. Here's Sierra Stellar once again with another point. Sorry, that's Cosette Stellar. I'm sorry, Stellar family, if you're watching. Getting those two mixed up. She gets the point. South trailing 15-6 on the SCCDA scoreboard. Here comes the serve by Grants right into the net. South trailing now 15-7. They got to get a run going as number 11 checking in for the Lady Bison. That's Cheyenne Wood, 5'2" senior. She's going back to serve. She's up at the top right-hand corner of your screen. She serves it, and that's going to be an ace. South gets the point. 15-8 now on the SCCDA scoreboard. Want to give a shout-out also to Benchmark Engineering, Dairy Queen, being proud sponsors of 11-12 BISN and South High Bison Athletics. South trailing 15-8 as Cheyenne serves it again. Ooh, Kaylee puts it up, and they're going to say point South. South trailing 15-9. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night on 11:12 BISN for the South homecoming game as South welcomes the number 3 ranked Sheridan Bronx for the football. Tune in at 5:30 for the S&J Science pregame show as there's another point South. Number 11, Lauren Hastings, spiked it straight into the net. South quickly cuts the deficit down. They're trailing now 15-10 as Cheyenne Wood having some success with the serve. Here comes the attack. Cosette Stellern punches it into the net, but she's able to play it. Danny Noble now tries to put it down, and it's blocked. South saves it. Over to Danny. That's going to be point East. South trailing now 16-10 on the SCCDA scoreboard. Homecoming festivities tomorrow night. Number 3 ranked Sheridan Bronx coming to town. There's the serve for East, played by Tara Raybuck. That's Callie Stewart who plays it over. Here comes East on the attack. Cosette Stellern gets the kill again. 17-10. I'll tell you what, that girl's got to be shooting at 98% on her kill attempts. I'd say 99%. The only one that I haven't seen that she didn't get a point for was the one that went into the net, but they still got the point off that serve. Romero to Danny. Danny plays it. That's going to be point South. South trailing 17-11. Sabrina Romero back to serve as Shea Turner checks in for Jenica Price. On the front line for South is Callie Stewart, Danny Noble, and Shea Turner. Here comes East on the offense. Number 8 puts it down. Cheyenne Wood unable to dig that one out as number 8, Whitney Cayley, gets the point. And now number 2, Tasha Hines checking in for Cosette Stellern. She serves it. Played by Raybuck over to Romero to Danny Noble. Danny Noble puts it down and it's dug out by Montoya. East with nice hustle to keep the ball in play now. Cheyenne tips it over. Too much, and that's going to be a point East as number 8, Whitney Cayley, was able to play that misjudged bump there by South. They lead now 19-11 in the third set. There's the serve. Played by Raybuck right in the net. Unable to play it as Danny Noble either run into the net or just let it fall. East was going to get the point one way or the other. Here comes the serve. Played by Cheyenne right off her chest. She misplayed that one. South trailing now 21-11. They lost the first 2 sets, 25-9, 25-12. Tasha Hines waiting to serve as number 36, Savannah Tate, the 5'9 junior, checks in. Ramirez for South plays it over to Callie Stewart. Over to Tara Raybuck, who gets the ball in the play. And that's going to be point South as Sierra Stellern misplayed that one. 21-12 now as Brittany Hinker set to check in and Mason Toll. Hinker checks in for Callie Stewart and Toll checks in for Tara Raybuck. So on the front line is Danny Noble, Shea Turner, and Mason Toll. Hinker with the serve played. Here comes Sierra. Well, I tell you what, those Stellern twins, they're just owning the net right now as they get the point and the serve back, leading 22-12. That's going to be number 8, Whitney Cayley, back to serve for the East Thunderbirds, just outside of your screen on the left. There's the serve. Cheyenne plays it. She misjudges it again. South trailing 23-12. Tara Raybuck checking in for Mason Toll. Number 21 for East checking in. That's Mackenzie Falkenbush. She checks in for number 8, Whitney Cayley. She's going to go back to serve. South trailing 23-12. Here comes the serve. Soft serve. And South misplays it, and it's match point now for the Lady Thunderbirds over our Lady Bison. They'll be up in Sheridan for the 4A East Conference. As we still don't know the seedings yet, as them and Laramie did split. Waiting for the ball to get put back into play. And here we go as Mackenzie Falkenbush is back to serve for the match for the Lady Thunderbirds. Tara Raybuck plays it over to Romero. Danny Noble puts it down and says, "We're not done yet." So for South to survive this, they need to score 13 consecutive points as they are down right now 24-13 on the SCCDA scoreboard. Once again, tune in tomorrow night at 5:30 for the S&J Science pregame show as we go over the South High Bison Sheridan Bronx football game that starts at 6. There's a serve by Danny Noble. Here comes Sierra Stellern for the kill attempt, and she gets it. And that's the match. Your Lady Bison falling 3, 25-13 in the third set. They lose 3 straight sets to the number 2 ranked team in the state. Want to congratulate them on a good season and wish them good luck at the 4A East Regionals. Always hard to lose your last home game as a senior. Tough to see that, but you know what? You still got regionals and then hopefully on to state after that. So come back tomorrow night, S&J Science pregame show at 5:30 on 1112 BISN, and then at 6 o'clock, your South High Bison wrap up their regular season with postseason hopes as the number 3 Sheridan Broncs come to town. South needs a win to get in, or if they lose, they need a Laramie loss to get in. Let's hope that the South Bison can pull off the upset. Steve McDonald did call that in our preseason special. So thanks again for joining us here on 1112 BISN. We're going to sign out, and we'll see you tomorrow night. The Bison, your Bison Network.